Anna Karenina frustrated attempts. When Anna got puerperal fever, she felt that she was at the edge of death. Her spiritual vision came to her. She realized that her husband was a wonderful man with a kind and noble soul. She even called him saint. Vronsky and Karenin were both by her bedside. Anna begged her husband for forgiveness, and he truly forgave his wife. The anger of Karenin passed away. Some new tender senses came to him that he had never experienced before. Deep felt compassion and a tender sense of Christian love and forgiveness. Dying Anna told Karenin about her spiritual tortures. She said that two different women lived in her soul. One of them loved Vronsky and wanted to hate her husband, and Anna was afraid of her. Modern psychologists would call such person that Anna described her subpersonality. And there was another woman, a real one, that Anna had used to be. And she couldn't forget that another woman. Then she asked both men to make peace with each other. But Alexei Vronsky felt despair because he was quite sure that Anna would die. He felt ashamed and humiliated and guilty. He came home and tried to shoot himself. But he survived, and Anna recovered too. Karenin was in that tender mood of Christian love. He felt love and pity for the newborn little baby girl. Though she wasn't his child, but the child of his wife and her lover. He took care of that girl. But Anna, having recovered and grown together with her evil subpersonality, she didn't need his forgiveness anymore. She felt physical disgust for her husband. Karenin realized that and let her go with her lover and her daughter. Anna and Vronsky went abroad. Alexei Karenin was totally alone. He had always been busy with his career, so he didn't have any friends. He was a full orphan. His only brother had died a few years before. He felt depressed after his wife had left him, but there was no one he could share his grief with. But they say that the holy place is never empty. His acquaintance, the Countess Lydia Ivanovna, came to him. She lavished care upon him. In fact, she even fell in love with Karenin. The Countess Lydia Ivanovna told his son Serezha that his mother Anna had died. Karenin couldn't thank Lydia Ivanovna enough. He was ready to obey her most in every aspect of his life. Meanwhile, Anna and Vronsky lived abroad. Those were the most tranquil and the happiest days of their life. Vronsky, being a military man, had to retire to be able to be with Anna. But he felt bored far from his home country. He couldn't self-actualize there. He missed Russia, and they made a decision to return home. Anna wanted to see her son, but Karenin, or more precisely the Countess Lydia Ivanovna, who had fully taken control over Karenin, refused Anna to see Serezha. In spite of this, Anna secretly entered Karenin's house on Serezha's birthday. The meeting of the son and his mother is the most touching, affecting, and at the same time the most heartbreaking in the novel. Anna began to hate Karenin deeper than ever, but she was also totally alone with her grief because Vronsky didn't understand her maternal feelings. Vronsky didn't feel anything for Serezha. That boy was a stranger to him. Anna realized that she couldn't get support from Vronsky, and she tried to suppress her misery for her son. So the wall of estrangement started growing between the lovers. Neither society nor the relatives of Vronsky accepted Anna. Anna rebelled. She went to the theater alone. but there she was insulted by one of the society dames. Anna blamed Vronsky for this. She shouted at him, It's you who are to blame for everything. You shouldn't have brought me to this." These sowed the seeds of the end of their relationship. Why weren't their relations accepted by society? A lot of husbands and wives had liaisons, and society didn't criticize such cases. But when lovers claim, "We are beyond your rules, we want to live together," when they leave their families, and when lovers live under the same roof, they're blamed and off-cast. By the way, Vronsky wasn't off-cast by society. He was invited and accepted at various social gatherings and had entrees into many aristocratic houses. But no Anna. Anna had lost her position. The woman had no excuse. Anna and Vronsky went to his village. There Vronsky finally, with enthusiasm, was governing his estate, building a hospital. Anna helped him a lot. She read a lot. They received a lot of visits. Not all people had turned away from them. But Betsy Tverskaya, for example, didn't visit them, so long as Anna's position was irregular. But Anna sometimes wanted to get a divorce to keep Vronsky's love, and then she didn't want to get a divorce not to lose her son forever. Anna said to Dolly that there were only two human beings she loved equally, her son Serezha and her lover Alexei. "I love these two beings only, and the one excludes the other. I cannot get them both together, and that is the only thing I want. And if I can't get it, nothing matters anymore." But let's imagine Serezha living under one roof with his mother and Vronsky. What life would it be? How would Vronsky build a relationship with him? Serezha had always made Vronsky feel puzzled and sometimes even disgust. So Anna's life together with the lover and her son would hardly ever take a happy turn. It is commonly supposed that Vronsky's love naturally faded. This opinion was imposed by the cinema. It is also commonly supposed that Anna was a victim, trapped and ruined. But this is not true. Tolstoy showed that Vronsky's love for Anna became deeper and more serious. For Vronsky, Anna was his wife and the mother of his daughter and future children. Anna, in contrast to Vronsky, saw him only as her lover. Talking to Dolly, her brother's wife, she confessed that after her daughter's birth, the doctor had made her a medical manipulation not to be pregnant anymore. What was the reason for that? Anna wanted to keep Vronsky as her lover. She thought if she'd been pregnant again, if she'd had more children, she wouldn't have attracted him. It means that she saw him as a changeable sort of person rather than a serious, affectionate and devoted lover. Vronsky wanted to have more children. He insisted on Anna's divorce, to give his surname to his daughter and all his and Anna's future children. He didn't know at that moment that Anna wouldn't be able to have children anymore. Anna didn't love her daughter. Her love and passion was only focused on her son Serezha. She missed him and suffered for him because her husband didn't let her see the son. So all Anna's attempts to be happy in her new life with Vronsky were frustrated by many factors mentioned above.